Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Joe Show. I'm your host, Joe, your average Joe. Today, we're going to be talking about being right versus wrong. Ben Shapiro having more influence than major cable news networks. And we're going to be talking about, the importance of what you talk about. So let's get into it. Being right versus wrong. Facts are right and opinions can be right or wrong. The way that you think can be right or wrong. I was having a discussion with a friend, and I don't remember exactly what I was telling him, but it was a life situation scenario. It wasn't like facts, like I can prove these facts about a football history or when a certain event happened, right? But the opinion is something you can't prove. So how can you prove that you're right in whatever you say? You can't. So you got to be very careful about what you say. It needs to make sense because you're not always right. But I'm not always right. However, he said, Joe, you know what? You're right. And I looked at him. I was like, it's not about being right or wrong. I was like, because we're just having a discussion. It's about learning. What do you learn during a discussion? Do you just try to get your opinion off and you don't absorb or take in the other person's, influence on the topic? Well, if you're not, I guess why are you having that discussion or topic then if you're not willing to learn something and grow? Next, Ben Shapiro bigger than the New York Times and CNN. Right now, Ben Shapiro is having a much larger influence than and views than these entities here. MSNBC freaked out. You can see the video clip, freaked out over Ben being bigger than other news, and he gets more engagements and conversations. They're the news outlet, the news, they said that the government needs to come in and regulate them because more people are listening to them than they are us, or, MSNBC. They don't like it. So the Rubin Report, really good. Put out a list of the top performers for the top 10, was it U.S. Facebook likes in the past 24 hours. Ben Shapiro had 2 on there. It looks like he's probably got 2 pages. And then Fox News had 2 of them on there. And then there's no left-wing clicks. Nothing. No one is engaging left wings because they can't actually engage. They get triggered and they complain. They can't have a really good conversation. So if you're having a conversation with the leftists and all they do is try to throw names or slander at somebody up, you need to stop that conversation. They're going to say, well, what's your credit? What's your education background? It's still opinion, so they're not facts. Okay. Going back to MSNBC, no one wants to listen to them. Same oppressive crap. Shut it down. Can't listen to them. They want to tell you lies and how they think. Nobody cares how they think because it's radical. It's far. You're deceiving. You're not being real. These are paid people that get paid to say what's written in front of them. Pretty easy. You're either with the program or you're out. So, don't like that. And then you are what you talk about. If I talk about fantasy football, I probably like fantasy football. If I talk about, mechanical stuff like cars, right? I probably like cars or anime. Pick a topic that you engage about and that and then you're able to tell that to other people. And that rubs off on you and your knowledge, your hobbies. But what do you do when people around you that or people that you see, all they do is slander or call people racist? That's their thinking. They're thinking that, whether they've experienced it, which I highly doubt because it's more your attitude than racism. I don't care what skin color you are. I care about how you approach me. How do you have your attitude towards me? If you have a negative attitude, I'm not going to have a negative back, but I'm going to certainly be defensive. That's for sure. And you probably don't want me to go on the offensive with words because you're not going to like what I have to hear. But I do have to observe someone and before I make a judgment on somebody. I don't make judgments based upon what you look like. The words that come out of your mouth, your gestures, what's your underlying message, what is your true meaning behind the message and how it's delivered. Okay, I like actions over words. Okay, it's very critical when you look at somebody and they're telling you one thing, which, oh, they're racist, but how are they racist? They just are. You're telling someone that they're racist. I don't get it. That's your opinion of somebody. Those aren't facts, but they just spread opinions all over the place, which are very negative. Gotta watch out for that. It's like having a negative friend at the office or every day just tell you just negative bullshit every day about their life. Their package got delayed. Boo hoo. Cry me a river over something small in your life. We all have things that happen. Just I don't need to air out my little pebbles of problems because you think your pebbles are boulders. I mean, shoot. No wonder why you can't handle responsibility at times. And yeah, well, I think that's about it. Well, I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share the video. Trying to put out more content like this where I just, look at some things and check it out. So please help me out here. Appreciate you. All right, bye.